something?
Here you go.
Oh.
Charles, you should have come with us. There were lions and tigers and what was that thing with a long neck and covered in spots?
That was the zookeeper.
And there were two baboons having a big fight.
Oh, they weren't fighting, Elizabeth. They were...
No, the daddy baboon was making friends with the mama baboon.
That's not what it looked like to me.
Go and hang your posters up in your room.
I'm exhausted. I'm not really all that fond of wild animals.
Never mind, they're up in their room now. What would you say to a glass of wine?
Hello and welcome.
It's on its way.
Well, how are things with you?
I'm finished with women.
I didn't realise you'd even started.
I've been going out with one for weeks.
Oh, yes. Well, you can't know very much about women at your age.
They're unreasonable, illogical, unfair.
I take it back, you do.
And now she's thrown me over. She's going out with Andrew Dawson.
The old green-eyed monster.
No, he's a prefect.
Look, Charles, let me give you a bit of advice. When I was your age, that was just after the war...
Which one?
I was infatuated with a girl called Henrietta. I used to lie on the roof of the bicycle shed and throw conkers at her. My technique with women lacked a certain finesse in those days.
I don't know.
And she threw me over for the butcher's boy. I still can't think why.
Perhaps he had bigger conkers.
I certainly did not. I thought I'd never get over it. But I did. Women, you see, Charles, are rather like buses. There'll always be another one along in a minute. Plenty more in the sea.
Buses?
Yes. No, women. No, what I mean is, jealousy is a pointless emotion. Don't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Tell me more about this Henrietta.
Well, I hope this little chat has been of some help to you.
Now, let me see if I've got it straight. Conkers, buses, fish. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, though I say it myself, I think I handled that rather badly.
How many women have you known, Timothy?
Oh, there must have been hundreds. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason, apart from raging jealousy.
Of course she's jealous. All those girlfriends you've had. I'm jealous.
Well, I haven't been that many. It's just because your marriage is going through a sticky patch.
My marriage is a sticky patch. The only thing that stops me getting a divorce is the thought of the boy. I might be given custody of the little swine.
Can we get on with this jingle? Now, how do you suggest that a dog biscuit has snob appeal?
Doggy chunks are rather posh. The royal corgi's favourite nosh.
But it isn't.
Well, let them come forward and deny it. I'm doing my best.
Oh, God, you're not, are you?
I can't put my heart into doggy chunks when you're hurling yourself over the cliff of matrimony like a demented lemming.
Calm down. Go make yourself a Valium sandwich.
Think what you'd be throwing away. Adele to Zoe.
Oh, yes. Shan't be needing that anymore.
You can't just chuck out a lifetime's dedicated research.
I can't risk Judy finding my little black book. She'd want to know what the asterisks were for.
The Michelin Guide to Nookie. Give it to the nation. Oh, better still, give it to me.
What would you do with it?
What do you think?
Nothing.
Correct. Still, it'll give me something to read while Louise is out at her nagging classes.
She studies nagging?
Oh, she teaches it. Louise can nag the birds out of the trees.
Ah, well, you see, Judy's not like that.
It doesn't start until you're married. The minute you say, I do, she'll say, oh, no, you don't. So, change your mind before it's too late.
Dennis, you're nagging. Look, why not come round to dinner tomorrow night? Then you can meet Judy. We can make up a foursome.
Good idea. Who do you recommend?
Your wife. I beg your pardon?
Sorry, that squeak was Mr. Biggles. He does that when you press his tummy.
I'm not interrupting a social occasion, am I?
Oh, no, he's only a guardsman.
Oh.
Wait a minute, he's fallen on the floor.
Yes. Well, look, tomorrow night, I'm having Dennis, you know, my partner and his wife, around for dinner. I was wondering if you could make it.
Make the dinner?
No. If you could come, then they can meet you. About 7:30.
Oh, lovely, but I haven't got a thing to wear.
I look forward to it.
Shouldn't you start putting your makeup on? We have to leave in 3 hours.
Dennis, I'm at a loss for words.
Good God.
I was brushing your coat and I found this.
I see. You were brushing inside my pockets.
It's full of girls' names and telephone numbers, and you needn't bother making up an excuse because I shan't believe it.
It's Timothy's.
I believe it. But what's it doing in your pocket? I mean, you're a happily married man. If you need this kind of thing, Dennis, you should come to me.
You mean you've got a book full of girls' names?
Trollops.
Let's not start another row, Louise.
It's not another row. It's more of the one we started yesterday.
Dennis and Louise. Louise isn't with you.
I was going to tell you that. We've had a blazing row.
What about?
She didn't say. She did say you were a lecherous goat. But I stood up for you.
Thank you.
What's wrong with being a lecherous goat, I said.
You're a pal. So, she's not coming?
No, I left her at home,
Oh, dear.
practicing her tongue exercises.
Snap. Snap.
Here we are. Now, this is Mandy, and she's babysitting tonight.
We're not babies.
All right, then she's Rusty sitting. Now, that's Elizabeth, Edward, and that one's Toby.
Oh, you've had another one then. Snap.
Oh, no, he's just a school friend. He's staying the night. Now, look, they can have the television on, but I don't want them watching any sex or violence.
Just as well I didn't bring me boyfriend.
Can we stay and watch Tales of the Unexpected?
Certainly not.
That's what I expected.
Oh, and this one's Carl. Say hello, Charles.
Hello.
There, that's the lot. Oh, look, I've left the doctor's telephone number in case you have a nervous breakdown.
Right, have a good time.
Thank you. In bed by 10:30.
Oh, wow. You will then.
Marilyn. Ah, Marilyn. Rolls off the tongue like a bullseye.
Will you put that book away before Judy arrives? She's a bit jealous as it is.
Marie Suzanne.
That is all over and... Oh, Lord, yes, she was gorgeous.
I can picture her. Tall, blonde, from Paris.
Short, brunette, and from Huddersfield.
I knew it.
Put it away. Keep an eye on those. Darling!
Darling!
Good grief. Babette.
Alison?
Alison, yes, of course. Well. It's been ages.
Nearly 6 months. I've been in Tangiers. Modelling job.
Yes, of course. Well, it's been lovely to see you again, but
Still got a bed for a friend? Any time you're in London, you said.
Yes, but that was before.
Little present for you. Before what?
But I'm engaged to be married. Thank you.
Oh. Well, you might have written.
Good Lord, I couldn't write to all of you. Let me rephrase that.
I shouldn't bother. Congratulations.
So, you see, thank you. I mean, you can't. I mean, she's a little bit jealous as it is. And if she were to actually find you sort of in my bed, she might just possibly misunderstand.
So it's the big elbow. The old heave-ho, tossed aside like a worn glove.
Exactly. Beautifully put. Now, look. Let me telephone a hotel for you. And then you...
Hello?
Judy. This is Judy, my fiancée, and this is Alison.
Of course, you must be Dennis's wife.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Timothy, Oh, hello.
There it is. This is Judy, my fiancée, and of course, you know Alison. Your wife? Shall we have a drink? Well, well, well. Isn't this nice? Just me and my fiancée and you and your wife?
Yes, of course. Alison, darling.
Do you know I haven't met any of Timothy's friends before?
Well, some of them I haven't met myself.
I believe you've got a son of 16.
I have?
Yeah, of course you have. Don't tell us you've forgotten.
Oh, that one. Yes, he's 16.
Clive.
That was it. Clive.
Whoops, nearly. To the sexiest man I know.
Yes, that's for Dennis.
Thank you, Timothy. I didn't know you cared.
It's from your wife.
My wife is giving me presents.
It's just a splash on body lotion.
What? Oh, yes, of course. Any other goodies coming my way?
Glass of wine?
Oh, thank you.
Well. Here we are.
I must say, I never thought Timothy would get married. I mean, he's more of the old wham-bam thing.
Can I freshen your glass?
No, it's full. Besides, I just chatter on if I drink too much.
We mustn't have that, must we?
I do know what you mean. He's had quite a few girlfriends.
But none of them meant very much. Well, some meant more than others, of course, but not much. Well, with exceptions, but very few. Dinner, Dennis. Come on, I want your help.
Back in a moment, my treasure.
How did you come to meet Timothy?
Oh, it was quite romantic, really. I was in the park and I dropped my glove.
And he picked it up?
Not the first time, but eventually.
I must be out of my mind. I shall never keep this up, not for a whole evening.
Quite. Alison, 4 stars. 4? That's your top rating.
Will you put that book away? Dennis, you've got to help me. Get her out of here. Leave. Take her with you.
Me and her alone?
I know it's a lot to ask.
No. But we're supposed to be having a dinner party, a foursome. She'll notice if there's only 2 of you.
Not if we move around a lot.
On the other hand, leave it to me.
What?
Now, come, my dear. We're leaving. He's cooking pork.
Pork?
As a Jewish vegetarian, I can't possibly eat pork.
Yes, so it'll just be you and me alone, Judy.
But I mean, Timothy, surely you knew he was a...
Jewish vegetarian.
Well, no.
You don't look like a vegetarian.
It happened suddenly, you see, last night. Program on television about,
Jewish vegetarianism?
Yes. And I thought, oy vey, it's me for the kosher carrot. Shall we go?
Where to?
Well, there's a very nice little Italian restaurant just around the... Well, a Jewish Italian and vegetarian corner.
I see. I'd prefer to go to Giorgio's. It's more expensive.
It is, yes.
And then on to the casino, little gambling. I love roulette.
Gambling?
And then we could round the evening out at Annabelle's. Dancing, champagne.
Sounds marvellous. Much better than the evening with us carnivorous Gentiles.
The thing is, do you think a £5 will cover it?
Oh, Timothy will lend you enough to pay for it all.
He will? Of course he will, won't you?
Well, shall I get it back?
It's entirely possible. Who can say?
Oh, I mean, they could stay, Timothy. I could easily whip up an omelette.
Fine. And we can have a nice long chat.
Yes. No. Money.
Can I borrow your car as well? Thank you.
I think £20 should do it.
Well, let's not be mean. You know how much champagne costs these days? Shall we go? Are you ready?
For anything.
Oh, don't forget your present.
Oh, thank you. So very nice to have met you.
Yes. Are you coming, Derek?
Certainly, Annabelle. Bye.
Who are Derek and Annabelle?
No idea. You ready to eat?
Starving.
Good. Let's go see how it's getting on.
Your cooking smells delicious. Oh, have you any other hidden talents?
Well, I can balance a pencil on my nose and wiggle my eyebrows. You have to develop these talents, you know, when you're a bachelor.
Oh, quite. You're very clever. I can't think how you avoided marriage for so long.
Mainly by not picking up women's gloves in parks. Oh, damn. I'll get rid of them. Toss that, will you?
Where to?
What the Louise!
I thought it over, Timothy. It's not your fault you're a lecherous goat.
Oh, thank you.
So I decided to come, after all. Well, I assume Dennis has arrived.
This is Judy, my fiancée. This is Louise.
Hello.
Hello. Well, where is Dennis?
He's not here.
He's gone to Giorgio's with Alison.
Alison?
His wife.
Can you explain this? Right.
Who was she?
But that was Louise. That was Dennis's girlfriend. You shouldn't have mentioned Georgia and Alison, you know. She won't like that.
She won't like that he's having dinner with his wife?
Oh, well, Dennis leads a very complicated life. Don't let's talk about him.
I thought after Annabelle's champagne, with you having nowhere to stay tonight, we could,
Back to your place?
No, good Lord, no. I thought a small hotel somewhere. My wife doesn't understand me, you know.
Oh, yes, she does.
That was delicious. You know, I think I'll leave the cooking to you after we're married.
I think I've just made my first mistake. You ready for brandy and sofa?
Why not? Oh, you know, this is nice. Just you and me and a quiet evening together.
Alone for once. Oh, shh. Shan't be a minute.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Who told Godzilla where I was? She's taken my keys, locked me out of my own house.
Alison?
What? No, Louise, my wife.
Your wife?
Dennis, think
Look, the next time one of your girlfriends turns up on your doorstep, don't palm her off on me.
Do you mean Alison was... Alison was one of your...
I can explain all this. No, I can't.
I don't think you have to.
Wake up!
Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, Louise. I can explain.
Traitor!
Oh, I ache all over.
Good. Best news I've heard this week.
Oh, there's something wrong between us, isn't there, Timothy?
Have you ever thought of renting your mouth out as an aircraft hangar?
Oh, that.
Don't suppose Judy will ever forgive me. What time do the florists open?
off. Break when I say break. Now, have you washed behind your ears?
Yes.
What about Toby?
No, I haven't washed behind his.
Oh, breakfast. And what about you?
What?
Breakfast?
I've eaten.
Well, go and finish your homework. Oh, and see who that is, will you?
I'm on a diet.
Oh, dear, and I've done fried bread, sausages and bacon.
Oh, that's all right. They're all on my diet.
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
I'm sorry to speak with my mouth full, but I'm eating humble pie. I've no excuses at all.
Now, it only happened because you were trying to protect my feelings.
Well, yes.
I shouldn't be so jealous.
Exactly. Pointless emotion.
In a way, the whole thing was my fault.
Oh, well, it seems I have got some excuses after all. Do you think I can get a refund on those flowers?
No, you can't. You sit down. I've got to get Toby his breakfast.
All right. Toby? Who's Toby?
Oh, he's just a friend. He stayed the night.
Here? With you?
Well, yes, he... Oh, it's all right, Timothy. It's quite platonic.
That's all very well. You are engaged to be married. Good morning, Edward. You might at least... It's not Edward.
No, that's Toby.
Shall we dance? Jealousy.